Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest Chelsea news. We finally get to hear from Enzo Maresca in regards to Mudryk, in regards to Josh Acheampong. Those are the two big stories that's floating around. There are other bits and pieces as well that we're going to cover. Like always, ladies and gentlemen, before we delve into the news, smash the like button. Take the moment right now. Smash the like button. Absolutely annihilate the like button. The more likes, the more the channel grows. If you enjoy the channel, do the needful, ladies and gentlemen. If you're here for the first time, subscribe and hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Now, let's get stuck into this. Ben Jacobs actually covered the whole press conference really well. I'm pretty sure he was actually there. I missed that because it was way too late and I was off to bed. Now, this is how it all started. Enzo Maresca on Mudryk. We finally get to hear what he has to say. So what did he say? Let's get into it. We have a statement from the club. There is not anything to add. We support and trust Misha. We are offering general support. He's a Chelsea player. It's my duty to be in contact with him. I knew this would be obviously the talking point. And apparently a lot of people on social media have been saying that disgraceful behavior from the journalists that they continuously kept on asking about Mudryk and the situation. You'd think maybe after the first 1, 2, 3 questions, other journalists will follow a different path, will go through asking different questions. But no, everyone wanted to bombard. And this is what I was fearful about. However, having said all of that, yes, I was very fearful about the media, but I was also equally confident that Enzo Maresca was going to hold business. Enzo Maresca was going to handle business here. So that's exactly what he did. I saw the clip of him replying this same quote, and it could not have been any better delivered than what he did. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I wanted. I'm fearful that this type of news could sometimes derail a team, could sometimes create a bad vibe around a very happy atmosphere right now. We're going through a happy stage right now after being in the mud for 2 long seasons. These sort of news can have the potential to create a bad smell. And I was hoping and I'm praying that Enzo Maresca really makes sure that this doesn't escalate to anything that it needs to be. It is a personal situation with Mudryk. It's not a situation that is directly impacting others. It is on him. He's the one who's been, basically caught out caught out on the doping test. So all the consequences he has to suffer. It's not really on the team. So that is probably something a little bit different to what, let's say, when Lukaku did the infamous self-sabotage, interview a couple of seasons back. So look, hopefully Enzo Maresca has it all under control, and it looks like he does. And this reply from Enzo Maresca was spot on. What more can he say? Chelsea Football Club have made the statement. We're waiting for the B sample, and we'll see what happens there. Look, most likely it's going to come out positive as well. And then we'll tackle it from there. And the other, I guess, somewhat of a good, not news, somewhat of a good situation from this whole, saga is that we haven't used Mudryk often enough in the Premier League. Had he been a main player in the Premier League, I think this would have been a bit sour. Had he been someone who's banged in a lot of goals, provided a lot of assists, had man of the match performances over the last couple of months, I think we would have heard a lot more heat. The fact that he doesn't play for Chelsea, barely plays, mostly plays in the Conference League where no one really cares to follow us, I think this has been somewhat of a positive side in this negative news. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Enzo Maresca. We all believe Misha is innocent. So straight up, Enzo Maresca has put the marker down and he's said that, look, Mudryk has said he's unknowingly done this, and we all believe in Misha is innocent in this case. And ladies and gentlemen, he may very well be. There is a possibility that he might not have known what he's taking. He might have been guided by someone else, and he wasn't aware of what he was taking. That is a possibility. The naivety from himself, and his characteristic shows some level of naivety. So he could be unknowingly done this, and yeah, it could be an innocent mistake. Having said that, innocent mistake ain't gonna fly with these type of doping, test issues. Most times these players get done. That excuse of I didn't know does not fly. So if the B sample comes out to be positive, he's done for. But I like how Enzo Maresca is saying, we all believe Misha is innocent. That's it. He said that he didn't know, and that's it. We believe in that. We believe in that, and that's good. That shows good unity, and hopefully the players within the squad right now also feel some form of support towards their fellow teammates. So everything about this whole situation, I think Enzo Maresca has handled it to perfection. Tosin, in regards to Mudryk, it's new news to all of us. We found out the same time as you guys. We still support Misha. There is not much we can do, but Misha is part of our family. It's something that can happen, but you have to take precautions. All of us are being very careful. Once again, very well said by Tosin. A lot of things, pointed out here. First of all, he said it's new news to us. Now that, I think he's probably just saying it to the fan base. I'm pretty sure players, when they've clocked that he's not around, they would have talked amongst them and they would have heard, there might have been some rumors. I don't think these players are that naive to say, oh, one of our colleagues is not showing up or is not part of the squad or even the playing group or even the training sessions over the past few weeks. What's going on? I'm pretty sure they're asking questions. They're talking amongst them. This is what people generally do. Normal people generally do at a workplace. So they might have had some level of inkling as to what's going on. But of course, Tosin's not going to come out publicly and say, yeah, we all knew about this. And then he further goes on to say, there's not much we can do, but Misha is part of our family. I love that. Making the players, not just Mudryk, everyone in the football club feel part of a family. And this is what will brew a happy atmosphere, which will lead to success. So this is very, very important. It's something that can happen, but you have to take precautions. All of us are being very careful. And this, again, is another message. He's trying to say, this is an important season we're going through. We're doing something very important. Be very careful about what you're taking in. Be precautionary. Watch out. Be aware. Don't be naive. Look after yourself. So once again, fantastic message from Tosin. Both Enzo Maresca and Tosin, I think they've handled the Michaela Mudryk situation, the scenarios, the questions perfectly. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section, how you felt the way Enzo Maresca and Tosin addressed Mudryk's doping test issue. Let me know in the comment section. Enzo Maresca and Josh Acheampong. This is the other big news that's been circulating around. I dropped a video earlier on today covering the breaking news at that point. So do check that out if you've missed out. He's signed a new 4.5-year contract. I don't know why it's 4.5 years and why it's not straight up 5 years. But anyway, it is what it is. But it's a fantastic news. It's a fantastic news for the fan base. Fantastic news for the football club. Josh Acheampong is a supremely talented player. And on that right side, we have a little bit of lacking due to injuries to Reece James and even Malo Gusto at times. And Josh Acheampong is almost like, a new signing. He really is. He really is. If we are in some level of conversation in January for, I don't know, a title push or whatever the case is, someone like Josh Acheampong is good to have as a backup, just in case you need him here and there. Definitely, he's going to play all the Conference League minutes. I think he deserves to play that and develop in that stage and slowly get minutes in the Premier League off the bench. You best believe he's going to be one of the players in the bench from now on in the Premier League, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Conference League matches. We got the match against Kent Shamrock, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow. Shamrock Rovers, that is, from Ireland. And I fully expect Josh Acheampong to start, and he will start. So this is what Enzo Maresca had to say about the new deal. Very happy he's signed since preseason. I was trying to understand the contractual situation. We are all convinced Josh can be a great player for this club. My personal opinion is he has to stay close to us rather than be loaned out. Beautiful. What more confidence or what more assurance do you want from the manager when he speaks so highly about you and wants you to stick around and not be loaned? That should give Josh Acheampong so much confidence. And I fully believe Enzo Maresca is the right manager to develop Josh Acheampong into a fantastic footballer on that right side. And he's going to learn a lot, not just playing as a right back, on the ball, off the ball, inverting as well, on the ball, off the ball, and sometimes maybe even the half spaces up front. So he's really going to turn him into a well-rounded footballer, which is fantastic to see. Couple of things. Very happy he signed. He was saying, I was trying to understand the contractual situation, from pre-season, which lets me know that Enzo Maresca truly rates Josh Acheampong a lot, which is fantastic news. Tyreek, George, and Josh Acheampong are now officially first-team players and have their own lockers in the locker room. This video, ladies and gentlemen, is beautiful. Have a look from the top. This is great. This is so good to see Cobham players, academy players, come through the ranks and into the first team and finally getting their locker. It's a big moment. It is a sensational big moment for the players, for the club as well, for everyone involved with the players, his friends, family, close ones. And it's a proud moment for the club and the fan base as well. So check the video. For both of these players, Acheampong and Tyreek George, have their own. There you go, Tyreek George and Josh Acheampong have their own locker room right now. Sensational. Really, really feel-good story right there. And I love to see a lot of people are a bit annoyed. Why did Tyreek George already get that locker room? Does he really deserve it? I think he does. I really do think he does. Look, we don't know what's going to happen with Mudryk. Most likely he's probably going to get some level of a ban. 4 years is the maximum apparently for that substance that he took, meladonium or whatever it is. But generally it does get cut down to 2 years or 18 months, whatever the case is. I think he's going to get banned. And then after that, I'm not sure how much of a Chelsea career he is going to have. So someone like Tyreek George is an automatic selection to come into the wings. From the little bits and pieces I've seen already of Tyreek George in the Conference League, I like it. I like the skill set he has. It's just all about now, developing him and nurturing him and turning him into the superstar that hopefully he can turn out to be, that we all hope for. So, a few people are a bit annoyed that has he got this a bit too early. I don't think so. We've got enough senior coverage. Someone like Tyreek George is perfect to come in and learn off of these, senior players who are also young themselves. So it'll be good. It'll be good for Tyreek George, and he'll stay humble. He'll wait for his opportunity. He'll keep working hard under Enzo Maresca, and I'm all happy. I'm all happy about this whole situation. So this is fantastic. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, tossing on Enzo Maresca's management style. He knows when you need an arm around you or when to give a bollocking. He's got a softer side, and he played the game as well, so he understands us. Love it, man. Not a single player, and I know no one's going to come out and say anything negative publicly towards Enzo Maresca, but I genuinely believe you can't say anything negative. For the time being, right now, you can't pick a point that is negative about Enzo Maresca. Even if you are trying to, it'll be very minuscule. Overall, he's a very good manager. Most players have come out publicly and said that wholeheartedly as well, that he's a very, very good manager. Cucurella, several times I've come out and said, this guy does his homework. He gives us information to go out there and how to dismantle the opposition. Caicedo has praised him. Many others have praised him. So Tosin is another one. Look, Tosin might have a big role to play over the next few games. Big, important games coming up. Not the Shamrock one. Look, Shamrock, all due respect, we should be able to. It might be a Noah FC style of a game where we score a lot of goals. But in the Premier League, some big fixtures coming up till the end of the year. And Tosin will have to play a huge part. Looks like Buddy Ashil is not going to be available for a little while. Wesley Fofana, we don't think he's going to be back. So Levi Colwell and Tosin needs to do a job. I'm not fully convinced with Tosin. I think there are parts of his games that are very good. Obviously, the aerial ability from Tosin is fantastic. On the ball, he's good as well. But his lack of pace and sometimes his lack of awareness can be a bit of a problem. And in these type of crunch matches that are coming up, one single mistake could lead to a disaster. So that's where he needs to tighten up. You want to be a Chelsea defender, you need to have tight defense, man. Absolutely tight defense. But once again, lovely words from Tosin. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, new Enzo Maresca alongside Paul Winstonley and Lawrence Stewart have written a letter sent to every fan who traveled to Kazakhstan to thank them for their support. So big up to Matisse. He's going to get a letter. This is a good gesture. You know, there was a moment over the past couple of seasons, you know, the moment we went through in the mud. Everything these guys would be doing, the directors, owners, or whoever, manager back then, everything annoyed the Chelsea fan base. Now looks like most things that they're doing is making a lot of us happy. You know, this is a fantastic gesture. It is a long trip. I saw it in the map, how far Kazakhstan is from London and how far the place, Amalti, or whatever the name of that place is, where the match was played. It's a far destination. So this is a fantastic gesture. And big up to the club, big up to Paul Winstonley, Enzo Maresca, and Lawrence Stewart to show that gesture to every fan, sending them the personal is sensation. It just makes you want to love the club more and more. And these things seem to become a habit. When you're winning, all of these good behaviors come out and it starts to become a habit, and hopefully it stays that way for a long, long time. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya.